Boom shakalaka, how much will 18.5 million Bonk be worth in 2025? And more importantly, how many Bonk coins do you need to be a millionaire? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at how much 18.5 million Bonk will be worth in 2025 and how many Bonk you need to be a millionaire. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos for over 7 years. Now, we're going to get into all the maths behind exactly how much Bonk will be worth at the end of 2025. But before we do that, why are we making this video today? Well, Bonk has been pumping recently. And in case you have your head in the sand, we're on the verge of what could be a massive alt season. Altcoins just broke out of their accumulation cup and the downtrend that has signaled pumps in both previous alt seasons. Altcoins just bounced off of a 7-year trend line, suggesting that, hey, the bottom is in. Also, we're showing more signs, including double bottoms and the reaccumulation right before massive pumps. Same thing down here on the RSI. And there's the possibility this alt season might be different than other alt seasons, not just because this year is different than every other year, but we may have something on the order of expanding cycles theory, whereas one of the last alt seasons, this one back here in 2017, was kind of small. Well, you take this fractal, blow it up, and actually over 2 cycles, it has gotten a lot bigger. That would mean we're on the verge of an absolutely massive alt season. And, you know, with as much notoriety as Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is getting, it wouldn't be out of the question for that to happen. Now, as of right now, altcoins are on the verge of an absolutely critical bullish cross that's about to happen. Last time this happened was literally the starter pistol for alt season. So we're on the verge of something big. And the father of all meme coins, Dogecoin, just did something that the last time it did it, well, it was pretty extraordinary. Here's exactly what it was. Just a couple days ago, Dogecoin surpasses previous highest monthly close level. You can see that right here, passing the blue line, and is showing previous years when it did that. Now, in history, when Dogecoin did that, the first time it surged 1,000% in 8 months. The second time, it surged 8,000% in 4 months. So, if you take the average of that, that would be roughly 4,500% in 6 months, or 45x in 6 months, which means we could have a double-digit Dogecoin. And if Dogecoin, the slowest, oldest of all meme coins, is going to do that, just imagine what some other meme coins will do. Bringing us to the coin of the coin today, Bonk, more than an ordinary dog. Well, 770,000 holders, 135 integrations, 11 chains. Bonk, in case you don't know this, I imagine if you're watching the video, you probably already know this, but, you know, just need to add some time to make this video worthwhile. Bonk is a social layer and community meme coin of Solana with deep integrations as a utility token across a wide base of applications and protocols within the Web3 ecosystem. We aim to achieve this through expanding our growing list of integrations across many different chains. Lots of different people using Bonk, lots of ways to get Bonk, lots of projects on Bonk, building the nexus of degeneracy on Solana, definitely the Dogecoin of Solana. So, all those things being said, what is Bonk doing today? Well, right now it's 30th on CoinMarketCap. It is trading at 4 zeros and a 5. You can see here based on this chart, all-time highs for sure. Right now, market cap 4 billion, max supply 92.7 trillion. However, as you can see above my head, Bonk recently launched Burn Miss, a community-driven token burn event on Solana, reducing the supply by 1 trillion tokens. So they are reducing the supply by roughly 1%. So, all those things being said for Bonk, let's take a look at the chart. If you could take a look at the chart, very clearly, we are at all-time highs. Now, depending upon which tops you look at, whether the first and the third top or the second and the third top, you can argue that either Bonk has already broken through resistance, or right now is at the top of resistance. Now, if it is at top of resistance and it gets rejected, there's a good chance it'll probably come down, because as you can see, it spends a lot of time down here. But there's also the possibility it could break through. I mean, we could have alt season coming. Dogecoin could pump incredibly over the next 6 months or so. And if that happens, almost guaranteed that Bonk will do that. So that's what the chart is saying. And if you'd be interested in trading Bonk, there is a link down in the description for BidFi. You can buy spot crypto with 0 fees. How about that? Not only that, you can buy with credit cards, no VPN, no KYC needed if you wanted to leverage trade. And yeah, so link down in the description. Also, I forgot about that. Not only is there $8,100 bonus for new users, but any deposits, you get 15% back. So theoretically, you could deposit $1,000, get $150 back, trade with that $150, and then take your $1,000 off of there. So anyways, link down in the description. Check it out. Helps the channel. Now, on to the numbers. If we take a look here, had you have bought Bonk back here in October of 2023, what were you doing a year ago? October of 2023, had you have bought Bonk back there, it was 6 zeros and some change, 6 zeros and a 2. Market cap, $17 million. Nobody wanted anything to do with Bonk at that point. But had you have bought it back then, and then you held on to it for a year, and just sold it today or yesterday, whenever it's been around this 4 zeros and a 5 price, well, had you have bought $4,000 of it, you would have bought 20 billion Bonk. And if it's not a monopia, it doesn't make sense. But today, you would have 250x'd your investment, making you $1 million off of that 20 billion Bonk. Why didn't you do that? What's wrong with you? Well, there's no use crying over spilled milk, right? Does a better opportunity exist today? Could it? Well, let's say you watch the video. You think I make a good case for Bonk and other meme coins. You have $1,000 burning a hole in your pocket. And even though this isn't financial advice, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, you decide to just go click that link for BidFi down in the description and then just plop it all on Bonk with 0% spot trading fees. Well, if you did that today, you would buy 18.5 million Bonk. So now you have this 18.5 million Bonk, and you're going to hold it until 2025 because, hey, we're at the very beginning of alt season. So let's say, another meme coin, not Dogecoin, but the runner-up to Dogecoin, essentially the Ethereum to Dogecoin's Bitcoin. Well, the highest market cap that had, and the one I'm talking about clearly is Shiba in case you didn't know, was $43.5 billion. Now, if Bonk were to do as well as Shiba, which would not be unreasonable by any means, I think we'll see a lot of meme coins probably do as good as Shiba did last cycle. Well, if we have that occur, in that case, you would 10x that $1,000, making you $10,059 with a 3 0 and a 5 Bonk. But that's just scenario 1, because things start to get better. And guess what? Scenario 2 still isn't that unreasonable. So last cycle, Dogecoin had a market cap of $89 billion. I mentioned earlier, I think it's this chart right here. Yeah, expanding cycles theory. I have a feeling that we could have an absolutely massive alt season. Now, if we were to do that, then we'll probably see a lot of altcoins have a similar market cap to what Dogecoin had last cycle, $89 billion. And if a lot of them are doing it, and Bonk's already one of the top meme coins out there, it would make sense that Bonk would be one of those. So in that scenario, guess what? That $1,000, you would 22x that, making you $20,581 with a tenth of a cent Bonk, which is pretty incredible. Okay? But things are about to get better. So sit down, grab yourself something nice to eat, and let's get into this. Now, last cycle, Ethereum had a market cap of $559 billion. Again, harping on expanding cycles theory, I think we'll see some more altcoins this cycle with a market cap like what Ethereum had last cycle. Now, should one of those be Bonk? Like, let's say, for instance, does something incredible. Elon Musk has another child and names it Bonk. I don't know what has to happen, but let's say this happens. Well, if it did that, if it did as well as Ethereum did last cycle, and again, not completely unreasonable for this one, you would 139x that $1,000, making you $129,268 with almost a 1 cent bonk, 0.7 cent bonk. So, I think all of those first three scenarios are potentially likely. The last two scenarios, well, they're long shots, but hey, if we didn't make long shots, what would be the point of making these videos, right? So, let's take a look at the last two scenarios. As of yet, Bitcoin is a $1 trillion cryptocurrency. We have yet to have a $1 trillion altcoin market cap. That would be incredible for an actual coin to be worth $1 trillion. But anyways, I think Bitcoin will get there eventually because, you know, infinity divided by 21 million is still infinity, which is more than $1 trillion. But I digress. Let's say, so far, Bitcoin $1 trillion market cap. Altcoins, none yet with a $1 trillion market cap. Let's say that not only does Elon Musk have a baby and names it Bonk, but so does Donald Trump, and for good measure, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden also have a baby and name it Bonk, because everybody's going crazy for Bonk. Well, if that happened, and Bonk had a $1 trillion market cap, you would 250x that $1,000, making you $231,250 with a 1 cent Bonk. Which brings us to the last scenario. Well, and I should mention, I mean, I'm sure the more mathematically astute of you watching the video are saying, hey, 250x is of $1,000 is not $231. Well, this is a little bit of a rounding error. It's like $998 with the 18.5. So anyways, get off my back. Now, last scenario. People speculate we could have like an $8 to $12 trillion crypto market cap this cycle. Nobody knows. It's all speculation. Could be higher, could be lower. Could be dead in the middle. Well, if it were right in the middle, that would be $10 trillion. Now, if you take a look at Bitcoin dominance has hovered roughly 50-some%. But the next highest altcoin that has dominance is Ethereum. The highest it ever topped out at was 32%. So let's say of that $10 trillion, you have 32% of that, which I'm sure you mathematically astute viewers would know that's 3.2 trillion. But in case you're not great with math, that's what I'm here for. That would be $3.2 trillion. You're welcome. Well, if Bonk did have a market cap of $3.2 trillion, you would 800x that investment, making you $740,000 with a 4 cent Bonk. Holy freaking cow. Wouldn't that be awesome if it happened? It's a long shot, but that would be freaking sweet. So, in that scenario, if Bonk were to make it to $3.2 trillion market cap, well then, you would only need $1,250 of Bonk today, which you could buy with 0 fees on BidFi using the link down in the description. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, we have plenty more like this. Like the video, join us on Twitter at TheCryptoLove, subscribe to the most awesome OG Bitcoin and crypto YouTube channel. And of course, YouTube says watch that video right there. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.